then you have to fight the bosses all over again. Not every boss is challenging though. The Boom Boom and Pom Pom of course take no effort at all, and even Kinka Thunk is stupid easy once you figure out what you're supposed to do, but even then you have to complete them all pretty quickly. There's not much else to say about this one, outside of it being a pretty stiff challenge and it requires you to really move fast. Broken Blue Bully Belt. I tell you to say that one 5 times fast, but at this point I don't even care, okay? This stage can be incredibly enraging, and not because of a short timer, but the level design. Most of the platforms pop up and down through lava, and as you know, lava is an insta-kill, so poorly timing your jumps will boil you down to shreds. You can get a hold of a Tanuki suit near the beginning, but if you lose that thing, well, you're pretty much done for dinner. That's really the big challenge for this stage, is just timing your jumps well and keeping that Tanuki suit. The hardest part is running across the cylinders while avoiding the spikes and lava balls. You really gotta pay attention or you're gonna get smacked sooner or later. And nobody likes getting smacked up, man. This is the stage that I struggle with the most outside of World Crown. Speaking of... You know, I really enjoy the Mystery House levels in Mario 3D World. They're a nice break from the main game and give you a chance to nab a bunch of green stars. But then they went way too far with the Mystery House Marathon. You can collect 30 green stars from this one stage, but you know what that means? You gotta endure 30 levels. Yes, 30 all at once. Make one mistake at any point and you go back. Now, some people may not find this stage that bad because a lot of the levels are simple, but that's only near the beginning. The last 10 or so sections is where you're really sweating those bullets, and to think that you only have 10 seconds apiece too. So by the time you get to the end of this stage, you've already been playing for so long with no breaks that it's more likely that you're gonna slip up and die or mess up. Well, I mean, technically you could pause whatever you want, but that's besides the point. And don't even get me started on catching that stupid bunny. The Mystery House truly is a marathon, and an unfun one at that. I'm sure you can guess what number 1 is. What else would it be? Of course it's Champions Road, and let me tell you this, you're truly a goddamn champion if you can beat this stage, especially without power-ups. Now, I have completed Champions Road a couple of times, but that was with 2 Tanuki suits and hours of practice. This is the longest stage in the game, the most difficult, and there's no checkpoints. The first part has you jumping around, avoiding the Octoombas, then you go up some pipe, kill some Fire Bros, and run across super thin platforms while avoiding all these charging chucks. Already the difficulty's kicked up, and this is just the beginning, okay? Then the second part has some timed platforms that fade in and out of existence, and how anyone can get through this without a Tanuki suit is beyond me. The timing is actually the dumbest thing in the world, okay? Like seriously, look how quickly they change! And then there's the third section that has you fighting some Magic Koopas while the ground below falls apart. Kill them all and you move to more platforming with tons of rotating spikes and crap. After that, you bounce off these spiny assholes, then some piranha plants, and you're led to a small water section where you gotta avoid even more spikes. And like I said, this is all without checkpoints. Then you finally get to the final part where you run across some speed pads and you have to collect 5 key rings to make some box appear, all while avoiding a million bajillion plasma rings. Then you go through some pipes that say thank you and you win. Good freaking God. Champions Road really pushed my freaking limit. Oh, God, this honestly just might be one of the hardest Mario levels in existence. But with that, guys, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments what you think the hardest stage in Super Mario 3D World. You thought Smash Flash 2 was coming up, didn't you? We'll get to that another time, don't worry. Sorry it took so long. Somebody once told me that Shrek games are like onions. They're just layers upon layers of crap. And you know, they're probably right about that. But screw it! Let's try out some Shrek games right now, starting with Shrek 1 on the OG Xbox. And yes, I did actually buy a brand new Xbox, so I wouldn't say it's brand new, but it is very heavy. Why is this thing like 50 pounds? Before we get started, I also can we talk about this? Seriously, look at how giant this controller is. Who is it made for? Gorillas? Anyway, let's see what the box has. Combat the most twisted baddies this side of Duloc Hills with your red chili pepper belch and onion charged flatulence. I guess I'm excited. Boy, am I glad to see Shrek pull a candle out of his ear. Now recently I've learned there's a port of the game on the GameCube called Shrek Extra Large. We're gonna play that one instead because this controller sucks, and I've discovered that I've basically wasted my money on a game console for Shrek. Well, excuse you. Oh, the burps are the sound effects for the menu. That's not gonna be annoying at all. Nice! I have to erase the word player before I can type my own name in. This isn't off to a good start.
Use the C stick to change your view. Press the Z button.
Look at his face! Anyway, this is your typical 3D platformer. You run around as Shrek and you're equipped with a surprisingly robust moveset. You can wall jump, punch, kick, grab, fart, burp fire, set your farts on fire, and run fast. So you travel through worlds and collect an assortment of random things. You're equipped with this book that has all the missions you need to make progress, but it's just not fun. The levels are so tedious. Like, where is the challenge? It's just a barren wasteland. I really love how there wasn't a sound effect when I kicked that guy. That didn't feel right, did it?